meter is about 650 bucks. There's the tourism department counter from where you book the boats. We've opted for motorboat only for the reason because it's very sunny and the motorboats are the only boats that have shade on them. So we've taken these boats. Let's go and explore. Pichavaram mangroves are known to be the second largest mangrove forest in the world. The first one are the Sundarbans in the West Bengal that we did earlier, and we'll link our vlog from there. We've heard the views are nice. Obviously it's more sunny than we would want it to be for such a ride, but we still wanted to cover this point and at least explore the natural scenery on the mangrove. While the water is not too deep in these mangrove forests, but it is still an exciting journey through the dense forest. There are about 4,000 canals all around, small and big, throughout these forests. We've gone through 3 of these, and these interior canals are the charm of visiting these mangrove forests. These are so dense that even the rays of the sun is not able to reach fully to the bottom or on the boat. And then these small caves lead into clearings, which are the bigger canals where official boating is allowed. So that's the main area where you should actually be boating around, and for what those tickets are cut. You need to pay these boatmen extra slightly to get into these caves, but you shouldn't miss the charm for the sake of it. Obviously it's not ethical or legal, but so we are just back from our boat ride of Pichavaram Mangrove Forest. It is a wonderful experience out here. Such lush green dense forests right here. It's definitely, so these mangrove forests are obviously quite far away from Pondicherry. It takes about an hour and a half of a drive for the 60 odd kilometers, but it is mesmerizing experience overall, and we would actually recommend, if you can take out half a day from your Pondicherry trip, please do come out here. This is worth the experience, coming closer to the nature. Puducherry itself does not have a lot of touristic points as such, so you can probably take Puducherry itself does not have a lot of touristic points, so you can definitely take out some time. We presume if you're coming on a weekday, it would take half a day, but it could take longer if you're coming on a extended weekend or a weekend because of the wait. We've heard it sometimes takes about 4 hours for the boat. We heard that it sometimes could take even as long as 4 hours of a wait to get a boat out here. We came on a weekday. This is a Friday today, and the New Year has just passed, so the holiday season is behind us. So it did not take us any wait actually. So we took the ticket, and within 5 minutes we were in our boat. So depends on the timing, but yeah, it could definitely take some extra time in waiting, because the boats we saw were limited in number. So depends on. So boats were limited in number, so it would depend on how many people are there, but definitely it could take some time if you are coming on a busy holiday season or a busy weekend for the sake of it.
हम लोग को सारे चले
ये स्पाइसी है.
This is good one. You are recording the
Yeah.
You are recording the experience.
Yeah, we generally do. Yeah, we generally do.
Wherever you people go, you do the
So we're back to our hotel now. It's about 9 p.m. We showed you that we went today to the Pichavaram Mangroves, which is a very beautiful, natural, charming place where the boat at its slow pace takes you through this lush dark green vegetation. So after Pichavaram, we went back to the Aden's beach. Aden's beach is the blue flag beach out here in Pondicherry. If you remember from our yesterday's vlog, we liked it so much that we wanted to go back again. The kid wanted to play a bit more with the sand and then get some splashes of water. So we went back there. We spent about a couple of hours today. Again, witnessed a beautiful sunset from the same beach. And we would recommend, if you're coming to Pondicherry, probably if you want to skip other beaches, you may try to, and it's okay. But Aden's beach is one beach where you would definitely want to go. Went for a dinner at a place called Antes. It is on one end of the promenade beach, and it's a very nicely set up, cozy environment for a good meal. They've got North Indian options, they've got your continental options, your Italian, your Japanese, you could have your sushi, you could have pizzas. So it's a very nice setup, light music going on, nice ambience, pretty good vibe to end up your day basically. So we would definitely recommend you to try that out if you are out here. Overall a great day again. This was day 3 of our trip. Tomorrow is the day 4 where we are predominantly going back to Bangalore. Good morning. Day 4 of our Pondicherry trip is starting now. We again had the third relaxed morning in Pondicherry. I don't know if it is the beaches, it is the vibe, or it is just the lazy us. We do wake up early for the sunrises and then again go to sleep and then start at our leisure. So this is the third of such instances, which is the third night that we stayed out here. We stayed at this property called Sea Gadabout, which is just opposite to the promenade beach and the promenade walkway. It's a very good place to stay. It's right opposite to the promenade beach, on the promenade. Nicely family owned setup. The hotel rooms are on the first and the second floor. The ground floor is occupied by an Italian cuisine cafe called Sicily, which is again a good for a quick bite. The rooms are very nicely set up, tastefully done, aesthetically decorated. So it's a nice, cozy room with. We had a balcony sea view room, which was again a plus and a compulsion of sorts for such a location. So enjoyed the stay. The hospitality was definitely above par. They were ready to help us out in any way possible. The staff would give their personal numbers in case you wanted help with translations across the city. One thing that's different from Karnataka is people don't generally understand Hindi out here or even English, so the language could be an issue. So we had cases where we called back the hotel and asked them to translate some of the stuff that we were trying to talk. They were absolutely gracious about it. They don't include breakfast with the rooms, but there's an option to take breakfast, which is a South Indian buffet. Not very vast, but still doable. They charge about 250 per head. They don't charge for the kids. So we tried that out one day. It was decent and doable for sure. They serve coffee free in the room every day, and they'll call you and ask you about it. So again, a good gesture of sorts to start a day on a high note. The only thing is, since beach road is only pedestrian road and vehicles are not allowed, so they don't have a parking in-house. They've arranged for a free parking separately. The only problem is it is about 500 meters from here, so you do have to walk a certain extent. But the good thing is Pondicherry is a small town. You can cover most of it on walking. Otherwise, auto rickshaws are available in plenty, so you can walk up to your destination and then come back quickly via an auto rickshaw. So you don't actually feel like taking out the car quite often anyways. So we've checked out from our hotel and we are now walking towards our car, predominantly ending the trip. Now what's left is the return journey, which is always not as exciting as the journey that we are coming on a trip to. But so mostly it's wraps for the trip, but obviously if there is anything interesting we'll share it with you. Otherwise it would just be the views on the journey back.